Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here at base camp working on some projects, and I have to run a couple of small errands. So you're coming with me, and then we're going to do a few things to Dimples. Just little tiny tweaks before I hit the road again this week. Nothing serious, just small things. But let me give you a progress report. Now, this van was currently being used as a catering truck, so they were hauling barbecue and stuff like that. But before that, it was a heating and air truck. So it's had a long life of lots of different stories, and Dad's finding them now. So as he goes, we're going to kind of keep an eye on that. But again, I'll be sharing his channel with you, I'm hoping very soon, so you can see a little bit more of an in-depth look at all of this, because wow, there was a big project there. But I'm gonna get on the road, and we're going to Walmart. I seem to spend a lot of time there, but I'm gonna look at a few things, and then I'll get back and then show you kind of what I'm working on while I am here at base camp. Ooh wee, goodness gracious. Today Dimples was sitting out in the sun, and look at how hot it is in this cab. 115 degrees. Woohoo! Wow. Thank goodness there is a nice breeze, so whenever I come back, I'm actually going to be parking over here under the shade trees so we can work on our tiny projects. Again, it's nothing crazy, just a few small things, but those small things are going to make a huge difference in our overall feeling and experience while here in the van. So as I'm getting ready to pull out on Monday, I just wanted to tackle these and kind of have them under my belt before I hit the road, just to make sure everything works out. But yeah, we're just gonna go to Walmart and go check on a couple of other things also, so I'll be right back. Well, as long as we're in town, we might as well go ahead and check the mail also. Let's see if there is anything. Oop, nope, Dad got it, it looks like. He's on top of it. He's on top of it. We're gonna have to make Mom our backup mail person though if Dad hits the road as soon as he retires. Oh no! However, I will say this. I did have a couple of big boxes that came in yesterday. I ordered some more of these little bath cloths, and then these right here are actually some more of the shower caps. So since I have a good place to send them, I went ahead and restocked, so I'm good for the long road ahead. Okay guys, let's go in and see if they have what I'm looking for. This may or may not be available in my area, so we'll see. Okay, we're off to automotive, and we have to find out if they have something that I have been wanting to change on my van for a while. And I have no idea if they'll be here or not, but we're gonna try. If it is, it's so much more convenient. Where would they be? Where would they be? I have no idea. None of this looks right. None of it. Now, something they do have are these rugs, and I picked up one of these before I went out on my last trip, and oh my goodness, love, love, love. Highly recommend if you come to Walmart. These are amazing. But do you see the dimensions? It says 9 by 12. It is huge, but they're only like 49 bucks. So if you have room for one of these, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. A lot of times I like to give you guys a link, but I do not have a link for that, and I love it. So go to Walmart, see if your Walmart has it. Usually they're in the RV section, but right now they're at like one of the end cap areas. So good. We had our entire Weird Wild West group on top of my one rug, and the rug was much larger than my van. Okay, I do need some of this because I need to give Dimples a good once over. So let's see. These are just cleaning wipes. Let's see, what's the difference between the cleaning and the protectant wipes? Okay, I think I've used both of these before at some point in time. So maybe I should just use this one. The cleaning is what I need. I don't really need to add extra protection because I armor rolled the front dash not that long ago. So we'll get one of these. And of course, the one thing that I actually need is locked up. Yep. Okay, so I don't even know which one that I would need. So I was hoping that there would be like a book or something here, but there is not. Oh no. to give some context, I am wanting to change out the headlamps on Dimples because I have like the ones that kind of look like a yellowy orange. In fact, if you saw my Christmas video, you probably noticed that they were very tinted in comparison to the true white that LEDs have. So I was thinking I really want to make the change, but I didn't want to have to order a part. But now it looks like I'm going to have to because there is nothing here to tell me which one that I would need. We tried, but yeah, so this was a fail, but there's some other things that I need to pick up also, so that's not a big deal. Now see this Terra bar right here? I actually was wanting to get something like this also to attach to my roof rack, but if you noticed Dad's van, whenever I introduced it, it had one of these and he's not going to be using it, so I will in the future be installing that. Not right now, but in the future. Until then, I was really hoping that this would be an easy fix. Van life for you though. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's a lock case at Walmart with no instructions. Okay, I'll just keep looking and I'll get the exact spec and I'll just probably order them off of Amazon. That means that I won't get to change these out until I return to base camp for my next little base camp bump though, which is fine. I always like to do projects whenever I'm at base camp, especially whenever they involve bigger things with the van, because I don't carry a lot of different kinds of tools with me, and just in case something pops up where I need something else, I don't want to scrap the whole project just because I didn't have something. That might sound silly to somebody, but at the same time, I also have the moral support of Dad, and I learn so much when I do that. So, oh well, I'll just keep looking. Ooh, what are these? Ooh. So you've probably noticed on the channel before, I mentioned that I might want to eventually get a roof box. So I have looked at some of these before. I don't love the cargo bags. It's just a personal preference. They work out great for a lot of people, but for me, I don't love them. So let's see what else they have. They have a J-rack. I don't have a kayak right now. Maybe in the future. Bike racks. I currently don't have an e-bike, but maybe in the future. And then also they have some like cargo storage, but not the exact thing that I need, so oh well. Anytime I come into the auto section, I just kind of look around, see if there's anything that jumps out, make sure I don't need anything like some like toilet stuff or anything like that. And the more I look around, the more I realize there are so many options out there, which just goes to reaffirm that there is no one set way to van life or travel as a nomad. So let's look around. Anything else? There's some more of those mats down here. This is where they normally are placed, in this section with the RV stuff. So if you're interested, find this section. It's great. They have these, and then they also have like the stuff that I use in my toilet for the toilet chemical, the biodegradable toilet paper that I also use, and usually there's a camping toilet in here as well. So this is a great section for van people. There it is. That's the exact one that I have. This is the other section of Walmart I always check out to make sure I have fuel cells. I'm good there. I checked them before I left base camp. I also check to see if there's anything else that might jump out. This is where I got my water jugs also, by the way, guys. And if I'm ever low, I always stock up with Mountain House here because they have it at every store. I did go ahead and make sure that I had a package coming to base camp also with all of my Mountain House. So I am good there. So we don't have to pick any up at Walmart today, but let's keep looking around. There might be something else. I am debating on getting one of these to have around camp, or one of these maybe, because I need to be able to access my roof occasionally, and I don't currently have a ladder. But also, if you go over to Lady Bug Out's channel, she does have a ladder, and that's what I'm looking at. So it's going to be one of these or what she has. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment on if you would prefer a step stool that can be removed or something that is permanently attached. Oh, here we go. I need one of these because after being in the desert, my feet need some love. So I'm going to give myself a little happy moment. Fix them right up with one of these. I like them so much. They're super simple, and it's going in the cart. Yep. So I'm going to be staying at a state park, so I'm going to get these because I like these a lot, especially as it gets warmer. And I need a couple of these for my shoes. There we go. That should do it. Something super sad that I've noticed is that Walmart used to have this like amazing soap, and it was like a Myers brand, but it was a full body soap and it was wonderful for the environment, didn't have any problems. And now they only have the hand soap. I don't like to use the hand soap on my full body. It just doesn't work out the same. But I'm gonna keep looking to see if they brought it back. But every time I've looked lately, it's not been here. definitely a no. Some good products, not what I need. I don't like to add external products to the ground that could be toxic because that pollutes the environment that we're in. So I like to use something that's natural. And I like Dr. Bronner's, but Walmart does not have it. So I was hoping that they would have at least the Myers. They don't. So I'm fine for now. I'll just pick some up on the road somewhere else. Probably stop in at like a Trader Joe's, a Whole Foods. They always have cool products too, and we all know I like them a lot. Yes, we need this. Oh my goodness, guys, I was coming down the seasonal aisle and they have out all of their summer things, and look at this, some seasonal camping items, and they're targeting the kiddos, of course. These are so adorable. Look at this, little kids tents, little bottles to match. This is great. I love that they're encouraging people to get out and explore more with their kiddos. This is so fun. You know that I'm always doing that on my channel, so when I see stuff like that that actually targets families and says, hey, this is accessible to you, I love it. Let's see what else they have. They have some different hammocks here, but I have a hammock I'm going to be showing you guys very soon because I made an agreement with a company that if they would show me how to properly assemble a hammock so that I didn't fall out of it, that I would show it here on my channel. And not only did they do that, but they made a believer out of me. I say fall out of it, I mean it. I have had some moments, guys. I don't know if you know this or not, surprise, but I'm not a small person, so whenever I get into something and if I don't feel comfortable, I tend to freak out a little bit, so I just have always bucked myself on out. So this company actually changed the way that I perceive that, and because of that I'm going to share it with you guys because they gave me confidence and I love that. Okay, we finally made it out. I was able to go ahead and get the small things that I needed for my upcoming travels, but also I picked up dinner. So we won't have to stress out about that later on, since Dad is hard at work on his van and Mom is hard at work on a few other things around base camp. And I will be hard at work on projects as soon as I return. It gets a little crazy, but it's nice to have that central point that I can come back to work on things. And if you have the opportunity to have a place that you feel comfortable shipping things and doing stuff like that, I encourage you to find that. Now, I know a lot of people out there are full-time on the road and don't have that luxury, so I am always super appreciative that I will maintain a base camp no matter how much I travel. And the cool thing about it is, as my parents both retire, we will both be kind of moving around, possibly in different directions. So this will be our point to come together and be able to still have that sense of family and normality without having to, worry about all of the extra stuff. Sometimes being on the road can be extremely hard when you have like a big project that pops up. So this will be our little zone for doing that, but also to come back, reflect, unwind, and be able to appreciate just our family dynamic. So I wanted to share that part with you guys, but let's get back to base camp so I can start working on some of these projects. Again, they're little projects, but they're projects. Okay guys, I made it back to base camp and we're gonna start on the projects in just a few minutes. Now, there is one project specifically that I definitely need to tackle before I start all of my summer travels. Let me show you. Now, you know my curtain situation, and we may do something about that today too. I'm not sure. This thing is starting to drive me bonkers. But if you'll notice, between these two seats right here, there isn't a very large path. Now, something occurred to me that really I started stewing on when I was at Weird Wild West. And that is a little safety thing. So I haven't ever had an issue within my personal van of somebody coming up and being like bonk, 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 or trying to rob me or bust in my window or anything crazy like that. I have never had that kind of situation. And I would like to attribute that to the fact that I do a lot of background research on locations as I'm going to them. Again, you've seen on my videos where I talk about that I find one and then I cross-check it and then I cross-check it before I go there. And then I do like a big walk around of the area to make sure I feel safe. But one of the women that I spoke to said that she had a situation where she did have to get in the front seat quickly and go. And it got me to thinking that this might not work. So go with me on this. Skinny mini me would have fit through this no problem. But the curvy queen that I am now, might not. It would be much more problematic. So I decided that one of the things I wanted to do was to try to find a way that I could easily swoop into the front just in case. So I have a solution. I think that we're going to lay down my passenger seat while I'm en route. Now, another solution for this would be just taking the seat out. However, I like having the extra passenger room just in case I do have a friend who I want to go somewhere with while I'm traveling, or whenever I'm here at base camp. That way I can ride with my family if I don't want to go in the car. So I think that today we're going to figure out how this will fit best, because safety is key whenever you're on the road. And with all the traveling I'm going to be doing this year, I definitely need to consider that. Okay, took everything in. It's time for us to start to work. The van is a little messy because I just kind of threw everything back that's normally on the front seat onto the bed. I am going to be changing out my little shower caps in a minute, but first let me move my laundry. Now, another great reason to always circle back to base camp is to be able to just do all my laundry at once. Don't have to worry about finding a laundromat, although I usually don't mind. It's just kind of nice to be able to just like throw it in, go do some work, go back and check on it, you know, normal home-like behavior. So yeah, I did my laundry. Let's move some stuff. Ugh. Here we go. Into the back it goes. And then I'll go ahead and move these also. I need to break down the boxes and put these into their proper place. So why not just throw them on my bed? You know. Okay, so in the NV200, this seat will fully lay down and fold over onto itself because it has this little desk thing on it. But I also need to make sure that I collapse this down to the lowest position so it folds as flat as we can possibly get it. So let me do that. And also I need to make sure I can still put my solar panels right here because I really like to travel with them right here. It's just super simple to access. Okay, so here we go. And that's down. So far, so good. Now, I believe that there's two places that I have to fold this down. And I haven't actually done this but once in the entire time I've had the van. Okay, so there's the first one. And then where is the other one? Okay, I cut the camera, but I found it. It's right over here. So now we're going to go pull this one down. And there goes the seat. Oh, yeah. This is going to work out great. Let me show you. Okay, obviously it's a bit sunny, so it looks a little weird, but this is fitting nice and flat in here now. And I could use this as a table still while I'm in the front seat if I need to. But more importantly, we will now have access to the back. What is going on with my sheets? Oh my goodness, embarrassing. And realistically, that's probably the first time I've ever seen that end of my bed. So noted, we need to make some adjustments. And I think the first adjustment should be that we take out the curtain. Oh, I may regret this, guys. I may regret this, but this could be a part of the journey that changes so much. Now, I had a little bit of inspiration for this, and let me show you what it was. Okay, so again, we're gonna reference Dad and Mom's new van right here. Whenever they first picked it up, it had a bulkhead right there, and it really blocked off the space and made it look tiny. But by taking it out, it is now super open. And yes, a work in progress, but super, super open. So, what would it be like if I took down my bulkhead, aka my curtain? I just think that it would make me a lot happier because we've talked about it on the channel many times that I really don't love how far it sticks out. So let's just try it. Let's try it. Now, if you are new to the channel, I have had a struggle with this one part of my van since the very beginning. I have tried magnets, I have tried clips, and I've realized that this curtain is amazing. However, the part that really bothers me is the fact that this part right here sits this far visually into my space. So now that we're going to pull it out, let's tuck these little edges back in and see if this opens up the space a bit. Okay, we're just going to pull down all of these little clips, and I'll probably leave one of them for my lights because I do like that my lights are clipped in. But oh my goodness, this curtain. In the process of this, my dad found something that's a little unsettling on my van, a dirigible nest. He removed it, and this is what it looked like. That guy right there, that's part of it. It was about an inch long and it had made its way into one of the crevices of my van. Okay, it is a mess right now because I have everything shoved up onto the bed, but oh my goodness, look how much more open this is already. I like this, but now it's going to have to be a thing where I address making sure no one can see in at night. But this is going to bring me a little bit more, I think, peace of mind. Now we're going to go to the many solutions that I can come up with trying this out. I will keep the curtain with me, just in case I can't figure out how to eliminate light leaks while I'm traveling. This will be something that I will definitely use along the way, but I'll just clip it in as I go versus having it in place all the time, making me crazy. So I think that I'm going to be happier with this solution. Because of this, I'm going to keep all of these little clips kind of up here where they were, just so I can easily access them until I come up with a permanent solution. But this temporary solution is already like giving me life again, guys. It's giving me life. Now the question is, will my solar panels fit in front of the seat? Oh, they will. Okay, so this is going to work out, I think. Let's make sure we can close the door. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. I will add in the rock pals. It's gonna give it a nice snug fit, which is going to be nice. There we go. Everything will be in place. That still gives me a tiny bit of storage room under here if I need to put anything, so that's good. So it might not look like a lot right now, but believe it or not, those two things right there have been weighing on me so heavily. Whenever I tell you guys that it is a work in progress, always, whenever you're in a van, I really do mean it. Now it is going to feel pretty weird to not have a barrier between the front and the back now though. So I'll have to get used to that. But I think that that's one of the things that I truly enjoy about van life is I'm always trying out something different to see how it works best. And being able to see the corner of my bed for the first time. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. It's like it's not even there. What I'll probably do at nighttime is I will probably raise this up so I can create an aisle to go from here to here if I need to. And I think that that will help a lot with the feeling of safety, because that gives me a much wider space for the curvy queen to fit through. Because as much as I would like to be the skinny mini, life happens. Shade still has a nice little place that it can fit over here, I believe. Yes, so that's out of sight, out of mind, so that works. Now I just need to put my shoes into my shower caps, clean off my bed, apparently remake my bed now that I can actually see the corner, and I'll be pretty ready to go. And I am going to go ahead and clear out a few things that I haven't been using. Now, typically what I'll do is I'll load down my van extra heavy and then just kind of take things out as I see that I'm not using them and kind of rotate items in and out of the mix so I can try out new things also. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. So I don't think you guys necessarily have to go along for all of that journey because it's mostly just me nitpicking what it is that's in my kit. But yeah, I wanted to share at least these couple of projects. And also I hope by sharing this, it kind of inspires you guys to think the way that I was. I think that it's really important on the road for us to consider all of the variables that might be going on around us, including the safety. Safety is a huge thing, especially for us solo travelers who are women. And I want to make sure that we all kind of think out those things. Now, I had thought, oh yeah, this is fine, this is fine. But when I got to really thinking about it, I was like, the reality of me making it to my front seat before someone breaks my window or scares me to death is slim if I were in that situation. Again, I've never been put in that situation before. I've never even really had to honk my horn to alert someone that I was in the van. But, you know, I would rather be safe rather than sorry. So now I have an exit strategy. So this is going to be considered my exit row. And it's easy enough that I can flip it back up if I do want a passenger and just move the couple things in the front seat. So all in all, I think this was a good project. I appreciate you guys coming along with me and doing this, but also seeing what the value that base camp truly does have to me. It's wonderful, again, for the community that I have within my family, but also so I can come here, unload things, reload things, do projects should I need to, and overall have a great experience. So I guess I'm going to wrap this video up. In the next video you'll be seeing from me, we'll be on the road. I can't wait. We're going to Missouri finally, and you're coming with me. Till next time, guys. Bye.